What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestlers, Toys, and Stuff. Today, I am putting myself through current day WWE. I put myself on every brand: Raw, NXT UK, NXT, 205 Live, and SmackDown. Every brand in the WWE I'm on. Right now I'm in the mid-card title division. If I win the title, I have to lose the mid-card title in order to go into the world title division. Let's get started. So let's see, am I on the first episode of Raw? Nope. So let's move on to NXT UK. Am I on the first episode of NXT UK? Nope. So let's move on to NXT. Am I on this episode of NXT? No, but there's 3 call-up promos. Johnny Gargano calls out Roderick Strong. And Isaiah Swerve Scott called out Oney Lorcan. So let's go to 205 Live. Am I on the first episode of 205 Live? Yes, I am. Pete Dunne is my first opponent. And I lose. So I suffer my first loss to Pete Dunne. Let's go to SmackDown. Am I on this episode of SmackDown? Yep, I'm facing the Intercontinental Champion. And I beat the Intercontinental Champion. Let's go to the next episode of Raw. Nope, I am not on Raw. So let's go to the next episode of NXT UK. Am I on NXT UK? No, but Walter has a promo, and he calls out Pete Dunne. So let's go to the next episode of NXT. Am I on this episode of NXT? Nope. And was there any promos? There was not any promos. Let's go to this episode of 205 Live. 205 Live. Am I on 205 Live? Yep, and I'm facing Danny Burch. And I lose. Let's go to SmackDown. Am I on this week of SmackDown? Yep, and I'm facing Baron Corbin. I lost to Baron Corbin. Let's go to next episode of Raw. Am I on this week's episode of Raw? Nope. Let's go to NXT UK. Am I on this episode of NXT UK? Nope. NXT? Nope. $205 Live? Probably. I always wind up showing up at 205 Live. And this time I'm facing Jordan Devlin. And I lose again. The only person that I've beat so far is the Intercontinental Champion, Apollo Crews. But I keep losing to people that aren't champions. I'm facing Slapjack, Shane Thorne. And I lose. Let's go to Money in the Bank. Let's see if Nathan shows up on Money in the Bank. Oh, and I guess the Street Profits are no more. We have a big NXT Cruiserweight title match. We have to look at who was that winner. What the heck? Brian Kendrick is getting a Universal title match. Okay. I guess there isn't a women's Money in the Bank briefcase anymore. So there's a SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase and a Raw Money in the Bank briefcase. And I ain't in any of those matches. But, okay, Roderick Strong is the Cruiserweight champ now. John Morrison is Raw's Mr. Money in the Bank. And Shinsuke Nakamura is SmackDown's Mr. Money in the Bank. Let's go to the next episode of Raw. Nope, haven't showed up on Raw either. Still haven't showed up on Raw. Let's go to NXT UK. NXT UK. Ooh! I'm teaming with Trent Seven to take on the Grizzled Young Veterans. And we lose. NXT. Okay, Adam Cole just had a promo. Nothing happened. 205 Live. This is a very boring video so far. What the heck? Reginald is getting a match, but I can't. Okay, Johnny Gargano called out the Cruiserweight champ. It's SmackDown time. Oh, it looks like I only show up twice a week. Because I'm facing Baron Corbin again. And I lose again. I think the game hates me. Raw. Not on this show either. NXT UK. Not on here either. NXT. I am not showing up. Watch, I'll be on 205 Live and SmackDown. See, I knew I was going to be on 205 Live. I'm facing Drew Gulak. And I win! Finally. What the heck is Otis doing on 205 Live? What? Why is Otis teaming with Leon Ruff? That makes no sense. This game confuses me. Okay, time for SmackDown. If I'm not on SmackDown, I'm on the pay-per-view. Because according to the game, I can only show up twice. I have a promo. I swear if it's against Baron Corbin, I win the promo battle. So it looks like I'm in a rivalry against Baron Corbin. One of my least favorite current WWE superstar. Hopefully they bring the Lone Wolf back. That Baron Corbin I like. But like King Corbin, which is no longer a thing, is trash. Let's see. Am I on... Ooh, NXT North American title match? I have to look at that one. I also have to look at this. There's a lot of good matches. But what I'm here for, well, is this and this match. So, Oney Lorcan is the new North American champion. And Tyler Bate is still the NXT UK Heritage Cup champion. Because I just put it into a title instead of a trophy. Wow, Imperium are the new NXT UK Tag Team Champs. I'm nowhere to be found again. I know for a fact I'm on SmackDown. Because SmackDown loves Nathan for some reason. Is Walter gonna call me out? Nope, he calls out Pete Dunne. Of course he calls out Pete Dunne. Ooh, I'm in a triple threat match against Cameron Grimes and LA Knight. And I win. So I know I'm not going to show up on 205 Live now because I showed up on NXT. Oh, never mind, I won't show up on SmackDown. I'm facing James Drake of Grizzled Young Veterans, and I win. Yay, I'm on a winning streak now. I've won 3 matches in a row. I guess I had to get like 6 losses in a row in order to... Commander Aziz is facing Big E. See, I am not on SmackDown, but I'm in a rivalry against Baron Corbin. Okay, Baron Corbin beat Sammy. Let's see, Raw. And of course, I don't show up on Raw. NXT UK. Nope, not showing up on NXT UK either. Raw is the only show I have yet to show up on, though. I've shown up on NXT UK, NXT 205, and SmackDown. And here I am on NXT again, facing LA Knight. And LA Knight beat me this time. But he didn't lose in that triple threat match, so he was like, nah, you didn't pin me. Time for 205 Live. I'm facing James Drake once again. And James Drake gets his win back. SmackDown. Can I appear on 3 shows in a row? I actually do, and I'm facing Apollo Crews again. Okay, Apollo Crews cannot beat me. This is the second time that I've faced Apollo and beat him. So I deserve an Intercontinental Championship match. I'm facing Drew. I've gone 4 shows in a row facing Drew Gulak. And Drew Gulak beat me again. But he beat me on 205 Live the first time. Okay, I'm starting to appear more frequently. I'm facing the Heritage Cup champ Tyler Bate and Mark Andrews. And I pinned the champ. So I deserve a Heritage Cup title match too. Oni Lorcan beat me. Okay, let's go to 205 Live. I'm in a triple threat tornado tag match with Lucha House Party against Finn Balor and Bobby Fish, and I'm teaming with Cedric. And we lose. Wait, we win! Cedric got the win for us. SmackDown. Of course I'm facing Baron Corbin. Why can I not beat Baron Corbin? I faced this man 3 times, and I cannot beat him. Maybe Baron Corbin's like, hey, how dare you hate me? I'm gonna end you. How fitting. And I'm facing Drew Gulak again. And I get my win back. Now I just need another win over Drew. And then we're 2 for 2. NXT UK. Finally, I decided to not show up. Ooh, I'm facing Bronson Reed. And Bronson Reed beats me. I kind of expected that one. Time for 205 Live again. Ooh, I'm teaming again. I'm teaming up with Pete Dunne to face Lucha House Party. And I win. So far, I have had no draws. I have 9 wins and 13 losses. And I bet I'm facing Baron Corbin again. Yep. And I lose. Yep. When am I going to get a championship match? I'm facing one of my favorite wrestlers right now, Humberto Carrillo. And I beat Humberto. He's like, since you respect me, I will put you over. Maybe that's why Apollo Crews is losing to me, because I like Apollo. I don't really like him now, but I like his in-ring work. I am in a mixed tag match teaming with the former NXT UK Women's Champion Kaylee Ray to face Joe Coffey and the current NXT UK Women's Champion Miko Satomura. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Miko Satomura. And we lose. Time for NXT. Oh, I'm not on this show. After losing in a mixed tag match, I was like, nah, I'm not going to show up on NXT. 205 Live. Oh, I'm in the first match against James Drake. And I win. Again. I think James Drake has beat me once, and I beat him like 3 times. James Drake does not do well in singles action. He's like, I need Zach Gibson. I'm facing Shane Thorne again. I finally had a draw. And it was against Baron Corbin, of all people. Of course it was. I'm guessing I'm facing Baron Corbin at Extreme Rules. Yep. And I beat Baron Corbin at Extreme Rules. I finally beat Baron Corbin. Roderick Strong retained the Cruiserweight title. Please have that be the end of The rivalry with Baron Corbin. Please, game. Again, I don't show up on Raw. I've only shown up on Raw twice, and it's to face Drew Gulak. I guess Raw don't have anything for Nathan to do, which is fine. I don't... What the heck? An NXT UK Tag Team title match on NXT UK. And I am nowhere to be found. But let's see. Imperium retain. I'm facing Bronson Reed again. And I beat Bronson this time. Let's see. 205 Live? Am I going to be there? Yup, I'm facing Angel Garza. And Angel Garza beats me. SmackDown. I'm facing Shinsuke. Never mind. It's Baron Corbin. And I lose anyway. Let's see, next episode of Raw. Am I finally on this episode of Raw? Nope. NXT UK. Is Finn Balor gonna call me out? Nope. Of course he calls out the champ. Okay, Joe Coffey was literally teaming with Miko, and now he's teaming with Kaylee Ray. This game makes no sense. Am I on this episode of NXT? Yup. I'm facing Cameron Grimes, and I beat Cameron Grimes. Again. I'm facing Tyler Bate on 205 Live, and I beat Tyler Bate, but it wasn't on NXT UK. I have 15 wins, 17 losses, and 1 draw. Hopefully, I don't have any more draws than 1. Let's go to SmackDown. Bro, Jey Uso is not facing Scarlett. Jey Uso is facing Kevin Owens' dumb game. I'm nowhere to be found. Raw. Nowhere. An Extreme Rules match on Raw. But I'm not here. NXT UK. Again, I don't show up. Where did Nathan go? He disappeared. Of course, he's facing Cameron Grimes again. and Cameron beat me. He's like, nah, sir. I'm going to get my win back. That's a giant fatal four-way match. And I'm facing Mark Andrews. And I beat Mark Andrews. SmackDown. I'm facing Baron Corbin. And Baron Corbin beat me again. Please, can this thing with Baron Corbin end? I'm sick of seeing his ugly face. And of course I don't show up on Raw. Because the game is a stupid dummy and won't let me show up on Raw. I'm facing Tyler Bate again, and I lose. Stupid Baron Corbin. Every time I lose to him, I go on a losing. I get cursed. Baron Corbin curses me. I'm facing Oney Lorcan. And Oney Lorcan beat me, but he's the North American champion, so. God, I figured Oney Lorcan was going to beat me. Because he's the champ. And he's going to be that champ. He's going to be the champ forever. And this time I'm teaming with Drew. And Pretty Deadly beat me. If I don't get any championship matches, I will definitely fail the challenge. But if I get a championship match and lose, and don't get another one out of any roster I'm in, I still lose. And I'm not on that SmackDown. Because I didn't attack Shane Thorne to face Baron Corbin. I was being a good person. Ooh, the biggest party of the summer. And I'm nowhere to be found. And I'm nowhere to be found on NXT UK either. I'm facing Oney Lorcan and Cameron Grimes in a triple threat. And Cameron Grimes beat me once again. He's like, ha 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 ha. I'm facing Mark Andrews, and I beat Mark Andrews. Sorry, Mark, I love you, but you ain't ever gonna beat me. I'm facing Shane Thorne. Hopefully it's not stupid Baron Corbin. And it's a draw. Of course it is. I am hoping that the Baron Corbin feud is over after SummerSlam. That's a big United States title match. What the heck? Brian Kendrick is the Universal Champion. I have to look on that one too. Same with this one. And of course I'm facing Baron Corbin. But let's see who wins this. Baron Corbin beats me again. Roderick Strong is still the Cruiserweight Champion. Apollo Crews is still the IC Champion. And Sheamus is still the United States Champion. What the heck? Literally 4 tag team matches back to back. Please, let me show up on one Raw. I've only shown up twice on Raw. Raw just doesn't like me. Ooh, I'm in a stacked Fatal 4-Way. Tyler Bate, Noam Dar, Jordan Devlin, and me. And I win somehow. I beat Jordan Devlin. But I'm guessing Tyler Bate and Noam Dar will be like, hey, you didn't pin us. Face us in a triple threat match. Or they'll be like, hey, on 205 Live. Because they're both on 205. I'm facing Oney Lorcan again, and I win. "205 Live. I'm facing James Drake, and James Drake beat me. SmackDown. I'm facing Commander Aziz. And I defeated Commander Aziz. Well, I don't really mind Commander Aziz either. So Commander Aziz was like, okay, I'll let you beat me. Why the frick is MVP on here? But, again, I'm nowhere to be found. Whatever. Really? I'm nowhere to be found again. Next is NXT. Please show up, Nathan. Please. Please be in a title match. I'm sick of seeing no title matches. Yay, I finally showed up. Facing Shane Thorne. And I lose. After beating Commander Aziz, I went away. And I lose to Shane Thorne when I come back. Please let Nathan show up. Gosh dang it. I'm glad that my rivalry with Baron Corbin is over, though. SummerSlam was the last time. Because here, up as Hell in a Cell, and I'm in a big six-man tornado tag. I'm teaming with Jordan Devlin to take on Imperium and Mustache Mountain. And me and Jordan Devlin win. Please, just give me an NXT UK Heritage title match already, please. I'm facing Kushida, and Kushida beat me. You hate to see it, but you love to see it at the same time. Because Kushida is amazing. This time I'm teaming with Oni Lorcan. And we win at least. Time for Smacketh Down. I'm facing Big E. And I beat Big E. Okay, game. You put me in all those matches against Baron Corbin. You made me lose, but you put me in a match against Big E and made me win? When Big E should be the one beating me? Whatever. Hell in a Cell time. Please, let me get on a pay-per-view. And the mid-card titles aren't even being defended. So how am I supposed to be on a pay-per-view? Ugh, whatever. None of the mid-card titles are being defended. Well, Hell in a Cell was a waste. And another episode of Raw, nowhere to be found. Dang it, another episode of NXT UK, nowhere to be found. Let's see, please. NXT. I'm facing LA Knight again, and I beat LA Knight. I still have more losses than wins. I'm facing Oni Lorcan. And Oni Lorcan beat me. There's an Intercontinental title match on SmackDown, and I'm facing Cesaro. Ooh! I'm in a rivalry against Brian Kendrick? Wait, he's the Universal Champion. They said, screw the Intercontinental title picture, you're going right into the Universal. And I beat Brian Kendrick, and Apollo retained the Intercontinental title. Just in case I am not actually going to be in the Universal title picture. But Brian Kendrick is in the Universal title picture. I'm facing Finally I appear on Raw, and I'm facing the United States Champion, and I beat him. I love how I don't show up on Raw for like forever, and then when I do, I beat the United States Champion. And NXT decides, oh, you appeared on Raw. You don't need to come to NXT. I'm guessing 205 Live is going to be the same. Nope. 205 Live was like, hello, face Drew Gulak. Quit putting me against Drew Gulak. Or put me in a rivalry against him if you're going to keep putting me against him. Okay, I'm definitely in a rivalry against Brian Kendrick, and I beat him again. Let me just check to see if Brian Kendrick... Cesaro is the Universal Champion. Cesaro is the Universal Champion. But at least I'm doing something on SmackDown. I'm in a rivalry against the former Universal Champion, Brian Kendrick, the man who beat Roman Reigns. Raw. Okay. I beat Sheamus, but he's facing Drew Gulak again. NXT UK. Am I on it? Yep, I'm facing Noam Dar. And I beat Noam Dar. I have one more loss than I do wins. Can I win one more match to give me the same amount of wins as losses? I'm facing Danny Burch. Yes! Finally, I have the same amount of wins as I do losses. 29 wins, 29 losses, and 2 draws. And they're both against Baron. One's against Baron Corbin, and I think one was against... I don't remember. Someone on SmackDown. Shane Thorne. I'm facing Angel Garza again. And Angel Garza beats me. On SmackDown, I'm probably facing... Really? So that rivalry only lasted 2 weeks? And I beat Shane Thorne. I have to see... Yeah, Brian Kendrick is in a rivalry against me. I'm in a rivalry, yay! Jesus. Sami Zayn and Apollo Crews rivalry has lasted only 2 weeks. Okay, time for the next episode of... Oh, it's Super Showdown, never mind. I'm probably facing Brian Kendrick on Super Showdown. Finally, the women's tag titles are on the line. Haven't seen those yet. And no mid-card titles are on the line. But I do want to see who wins this match. Tamina and Natalya retain. Okay. Of course I'm not on Raw. We're almost an hour into this video, and you have yet to even see a single match. This is very boring. Bro, I haven't even been on NXT. NXT UK doesn't like me. $205 Live. Ooh, I'm in the main event. I'm facing Kyle O'Reilly. And Kyle O'Reilly wins. SmackDown. I'm facing Cesaro. And it was a draw. Gosh dang it, why do I keep getting draws on SmackDown? One against Baron Corbin, one against Shane Thorne, and now one against Cesaro? Come on, game. Whatever. I was facing the Universal Champion, too. NXT UK. I'm facing Cameron Grimes. And Cameron Grimes beat me. $205 Live. I'm facing Arya Davari. And I win. I'm facing Brian Kendrick. And every time I face Brian Kendrick, I beat him. Please show up on this, Raw. Please. Of course I'm not showing up on Raw. But Lindsay Dorado has a singles match against Omos. Bro, Finn Balor is facing Walter for the NXT United Kingdom Championship in a ladder match. And Walter retains. I'm facing Kushida again. I finally have more wins than losses. Finally. And as I say that, it's tied again. I have 33 wins, 33 losses, and 3 draws. SmackDown time. Please, give... Gosh dang it. It was against Brian Kendrick again, but I win. I've only lost once when I'm on Raw, but I've only appeared 3 times. I've only appeared like 6 or 7 times on NXT UK. NXT, I haven't really shown up that much either. I've mainly been showing up on SmackDown. And again, another week of NXT where I don't show up. 205 Live. Actually, I showed up the last week of NXT. I'm teaming with Finn Balor to face Pretty Deadly, and I win. Yay! 2 wins in a row. Let's go. Three wins in a row. But I kind of figured I was going to win since I was facing Brian Kendrick. Put me in a dang Universal or Intercontinental title match. I'm facing Cameron Grimes again. Of course, NXT likes to bury me. NXT was like, nah, we ain't gonna continue your winning streak. You're gonna lose to Cameron Grimes. I'm facing Mustafa Ali, and I beat Ali. I'm facing Commander Aziz. And Commander Aziz was like, here you go, have another win. Ooh, Survivor Series. Hopefully I'm in a Survivor Series match. Or facing Brian Kendrick. Or doing something. I don't care what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm at Survivor Series. I'm facing Tyler Bate and Jordan Devlin in a triple threat. And Tyler Bate is like, no, sir. You're not going to win, but I won't pin you. And of course, NXT decides, oop, we buried you to Cameron Grimes again. You don't need another match. I'm facing Reginald, and I beat Reggie. SmackDown time. I'm facing Brian Kent. And it's another dang draw. Okay, Cena Wang I don't even think was in any rivalries. He was just in a bunch of championship matches. He was like, nah, I don't need to be in rivalries. I'm facing Brian Kendrick. And Brian Kendrick finally beat me on pay-per-view. Will this be the end of Nathan's time in the main event scene, technically? R-Truth. And R-Truth beat me. I think Nathan's losing streak is gonna come back. Never mind. Finally! Finally! Cameron Grimes was like, nah, we're gonna let this man win. I'll put this man through enough torture. He doesn't need to lose to me again. I'm facing Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn beat me. At least I still have more wins than losses. I'm facing Humberto Carrillo. And Humberto Carrillo was like, now that you have more wins than losses, I'm going to take my win back. Ooh, Tyler Bate has a call. I'm going to get an NXT UK Heritage Cup Championship match. Finally, a title match. Hopefully, I can win. Really? He just called me out. He didn't do anything. Probably because I'm in a rivalry. Really? No. I don't want to be in a rivalry against him on SmackDown. He's not on SmackDown. Dumb game. He's on NXT UK. Whatever. NXT Austin Theory. Uh-oh, I only have one more win than loss now. I have 41 wins, 40 losses, and 4 draws. I'm facing Angel Garza. Angel Garza is like, no sir, you ain't ever gonna beat me. I've faced Angel Garza 3 times and he beats me every time. Huh? So it's Kevin Owens and Scarlett versus the Street Profits instead of Kevin Owens and Jey Uso. Okay, whatever. Ah. Finally, I beat Baron Corbin. I finally beat Baron Corbin on a SmackDown. Bro, this video is extremely boring. Really, Tyler? You're gonna do that? I get my win back over Austin Theory. He was like, you can have your win back. I'm facing Jordan Devlin. And I lose to Jordan Devlin for the first time, I want to say, because I've beaten him before. Again? I am not out of the world title picture because I'm facing Seth Rollins. And I lose to Seth Rollins. I kind of figured that one. I just want to see, am I in the world title division? No, but I keep facing Commander Aziz, and he's in the world title division. I'm still in number 4. Whatever. Time for tables, ladders, and chairs. Sheamus is facing Jackson Riker again. Roderick Strong is facing Rey Mysterio. And Apollo Crews decides, nah, I ain't defending my title. Sheamus is still the United States champion. And Roderick Strong is still the Cruiserweight champion. While I didn't show up at all. I've only shown up on 2 pay-per-views. Extreme Rules and SummerSlam. Oh, and I guess 3. Extreme Rules, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. But other than that, I haven't even been in title matches. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's go to NXT UK. Of course I don't show up. Mark Andrews, that should have been my spot. Tyler Bate was the idiot that called me out. I'm teaming with Danny Burch. And, of course, I now have more losses than I do wins again. I have 43 wins, 44 losses, and 4 draws. Can I get 44 wins before I get another loss? Yep. All these stupid draws drove me crazy. I'm facing Sami Zayn, and I beat Sami Zayn. Which means I now have more wins than I do losses once again. I'm facing MVP. Get out of here, MVP. You are not the MVP. You are not the most valuable player. Of course, I don't show up on NXT UK again. Where am I in... Okay, I am the number one contender for the NXT UK Heritage Championship. So at NXT Takeover, whatever, before the Royal Rumble, NXT Takeover Phoenix, I think, at that Takeover event, I am getting a title match. Finally, I'm facing Kushida. And Kushida was like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm facing Noam Dar, and I beat the Scottish Supernova for like the third time. Or maybe he beat me once. I don't remember. I'm facing Sami Zayn again. And he beats me again. Sami Zayn just loves to beat me. That's a massive triple threat match. Ooh. He calls out Ali. I beat that man. I beat Ali. And you call out. I even beat you, Sheamus. Really? Huh? Whatever. I'm facing Isaiah Swerve Scott. I kind of figured Swerve would beat me. Uh-oh, now my wins and losses are tied again. I keep getting 50-50 booking. Like, this is stupid. Ricochet. And I beat the one and only Ricochet. I think that's the first time facing Ricochet, too. That would have been a banger of a match because I love my character's moves. The Fiend calls out John Morrison. Well, I kind of figured he would call out someone in the WWE title division. But I didn't expect him to call out John Morrison. And I don't show up on NXT UK again. NXT UK is like, you stay in America. You don't need to come to England. Austin Theory. "205 Live. That's the first time I haven't been there in a while. 205 Live. 205 Live was always like, here, we have a match for you. Doesn't matter. We can't tell you if you're gonna win or lose, but here's a match for you. Okay, will Apollo call me out? Nope, he calls out Shinsuke. It is almost time for NXT TakeOver Phoenix. And I was nowhere to be found on that episode of Raw, kind of figured. I'm probably going to be nowhere to be found on this episode of NXT UK. Yep. Tyler Bate has all of the momentum going into the NXT UK Heritage title match. And I'm not even on this NXT either. That's dumb. Bro, where am I? I'm not even on this 205 Live episode either. Please be on this SmackDown. Yay! And Shinsuke beat me. Can my 50th win be a title? God. No, I'm not even on the show. I'm not even on the show. That's because I haven't been showing up, stupid game. No. I'm not even on the show. But anyways. Imperium retained. Bronson Reed retained. Okay. Or he won, I don't know. Raquel Gonzalez retained. Tyler Bate retained. Karrion Kross retained. Becky Lynch is the new NXT UK Women's Champion. And Walter retained. Of course he retained. Please let me win the Royal Rumble. Please, I need the Royal Rumble win. And I'm nowhere to be found on this episode of Raw. But am I on this episode of NXT UK? Gosh dang it. Tyler Bate ain't even on here. I'm facing Bronson Reed, the NXT North American Champion, and I beat the North American Champion. My 50th win was not a championship win, but it was a win nonetheless. It was a win against a champion, but it wasn't a championship win. Am I on the SmackDown heading into the Royal Rumble? Yep, I'm facing Apollo Crews and Shinsuke again. And Shinsuke pins me. Okay, Cena Hardy wasn't able to win the Royal Rumble, but will I be able to win the Royal Rumble? But first, am I even on the show? John Morrison is the WWE Champion. That's why The Fiend called him out. Okay, let me see if I'm in the Rumble. Nia Jax won the Women's Royal Rumble. So let's see. Am I... I'm not even in the match. And I clicked on it. Whoops, I meant to simulate it. Whatever. I'll be right back. Okay, now let's see if I'm in here. Because sometimes the game is dumb and doesn't tell me. Nope. Let's see who wins. Seth Rollins came in at number 1 and won the whole thing. Whatever. At least I don't have 50 losses because of the stupid Royal Rumble match. But on to Raw. Hopefully, I'm in an Elimination Chamber match. I know I won't be because of a mid-card title. Nowhere to be found on this Raw. But sometimes Universe likes to put the mid-card titles in Elimination Chamber matches. Really? Call out Nathan, not Trent Seven, dummy. Karrion Kross is defending the NXT title on an NXT in a steel cage match, and Karrion Kross retained. I'm facing Drew Gulak. "51 wins, 49 losses, 4 draws" for Mr. Nathan here. I don't even think any of the Money in the Bank briefcase holders have cashed in yet. Please let me at least be booked at Elimination Chamber. I don't have to be in one. Just let me be booked at the pay-per-view. At the rate the sim is going, I won't be. Yeah, again, I'm not here. NXT UK hates me. Raw and NXT UK hate me. Ooh, I'm facing Bronson Reed again. And I win. Two wins in a row. Let's go. 205 Live. I'm facing Ricochet. Hey, at least my 50th loss came to one of my favorite wrestlers, Ricochet. But I liked his career better in Lucha Underground as Prince Puma. I loved him as Prince Puma. I'm facing Shinsuke Nakamura. And I beat Shinsuke. Please. I was on the Go Home show to Elimination Chamber. Can I be on Elimination Chamber? No way. I am in the Cruiserweight Championship Elimination Chamber match. We have to watch. Be right back. It's the Cruiserweight champ Roderick Strong and Angel Garza starting the match off. I am so excited that I finally got a championship match, and it's in one of my favorite matches too. And if I do win a championship, and I am still the champ come WrestleMania, I will simulate it until I lose the title. Who is the next person coming in the match? I'm predicting it's Johnny Gargano, and I was right. So we have Roderick Strong, Angel Garza, and Johnny Gargano in the ring right now. I am so happy. And I just unmuted the TV so that you can actually hear things. I'm guessing the next person that comes in the match is Finn Balor. Yep, I was right. That ain't gonna put away Finn Balor. He literally just got in here. We have me and Nash Carter left. I'm guessing it's gonna be Nash Carter. I predicted them all right. I literally predicted them all right. I've never done that before. And I don't even think MSK lost those NXT Tag Team titles. So Nash Carter is still one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. And here comes me. Bro, Nash Carter, that ain't gonna put away me. Oh, and Angel Garza was getting pinned. Hopefully my 54th win can be the Cruiserweight Championship. Hopefully my 51st loss isn't this Elimination Chamber match. Hopefully my 54th win is. Bro, I'm literally just being the beat-up toy in this match. A lumbar check. So end of heartache, I meant. Wing clippers. the wing clipper. 1, Roderick's 1, 2, 3. Nash Carter is the first elimination. It's cool to see that Nash Carter got this chance. Because he's specifically a tag team star. Uh-oh. Snake Eyes. One, two. Oh, cover on Johnny after the 1916, I think. Johnny kicked out at 1. Nice Michinoku driver by Nathan onto Roderick Strong. One, 2, Roderick Strong kicked out at 2 after I don't even know because I'm just paying attention to Nathan. Uh-oh. Bloody Sunday on the outside. It's over. Nathan is not becoming Cruiserweight Champion. Well, I'll be back when the winner of the match is crowned. Here, you guys will see who wins. I'm just going to tell you it was down to those two. Angel Garza and Finn Balor. And Angel Garza is the new NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Well, see you guys on the next episode of Raw. Okay, let's see. Is Nathan on this episode of Raw? Nope. And of course, John Morrison calls out the Fiend. And of course, I am not on this episode of NXT UK. Not on this episode of NXT either. But will I be on this episode of 205 Live? Yep, I'm facing Nash Carter. And Nash Carter picks up the win. I have 55 wins, 52 losses, and 4 draws now. Well, will I be on this week's episode of SmackDown? Yep, Sami Zayn. And I finally beat Sami Zayn. My cat bumped it again. Go away, Daisy. There. Not on this episode of Raw either. Am I on this episode of NXT UK? Probably not. Nope. Stop it, Daisy. Yeah, go into bed. I'm in a giant triple threat match. And I lose. Brian Kendrick calls out Tyler Bate, and I was nowhere to be found on this episode of 205. Why are Kevin Owens and Jey Uso still teaming? And okay, now I'm just losing in triple threat matches. Triple threat matches used to be my match. I press start show again. I don't want to get up off the couch and go press pause. So you're just going to watch me simulate the show. I love the fireworks this show has in the game. It's fun. Why do we have random championship matches on NXT UK? And Miko Satomura wins her championship back. like this. But am I on here? Nope. But Karrion Kross retains his title that he hasn't lost. Finally, I appear again. And I win. I still have more wins than losses, though I have been losing recently. Ah, damn it. I thought I was going to call out the Intercontinental Champion, Apollo Crews, but no. Game was like, nah. You're going to call out Sami Zayn. That means the WrestleMania feud is going to be against Sami Zayn. Whatever. Bro, you couldn't put me in this Fatal 4-Way match? Of course Angel Garza defeated the United States champion. I'm not on here again? Ugh. And I'm back in a mixed tag match. And I lose. I had those ones earlier. I had one of those earlier and I lost that one too. Nowhere to be found again. Go home, show to Fastlane. Come on, Ollie, you can do it. No. Wow. Cesaro is facing Scarlett for the Universal Championship? Okay, game. Literally the only title that is not on the line is the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's all. Well, let's see. I beat Sami Zayn. But who is United States Champion? Mustafa Ali. Arya Daivari is Cruiserweight Champion. And Apollo Crews is still Intercontinental Champion. Though in my eyes, I think I should be the Intercontinental Champion. I beat Apollo Crews like 4 times, but never got my title shot. Yeah, I knew for a fact I wasn't even going to be on here. I know for a fact I ain't going to be here. Yep, kind of figured. Did MSK split up or something? No, they're still the tag team champions. Jesus. Whoops, I forgot I was still recording. Why is Nash Carter getting singles matches? Is Wesley injured or something? No. Well, I beat Sami Zayn again. Come on. Yeah, Wesley seriously must be injured. This rivalry has been going on forever. Baron Corbin is in a standby rivalry against Roman. Uh-oh. I beat Sami Zayn again? Okay. No, I literally think I just simulated that one, but whatever. Yay, NXT TakeOver New York. I finally won a mixed tag match. They were just trying to have a decent match. Like a friendly match against each other. Roderick Strong got involved. Oh, we win. But I walked out because I was like, screw you. But I still win. Eh. Legado del Fantasma hate each other, but they're still a tag team. That's funny. Well, Tyler Bate retained his title. Wasn't on the line, but he retained. 1 week of no shows left. Oh, I'm facing LA Knight. I lose to Nash Carter again. Will my final match in WWE be against Shane Thorne? Nope, it's against Sami Zayn. Commander Aziz is getting a Universal title match. What happened to the Royal Rumble winner Seth Rollins getting a Universal title match? At least Nia Jackson's getting her title match. But why isn't Seth Rollins getting his? This game makes no sense. And my last match in the WWE, I lose. My final record was 65 wins, 59 losses, and 4 draws. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time I post something. It's probably going to be another one of these Universe Mode Sims or a My Career episode. I don't know yet. But, bye guys.